This is Mag212, and this is my replica of Thorn from Destiny. I'll go over all of the internal modifications, the paint job, and show you it firing. So this is actually a Hammershot that I made look like the Thorn from the video game Destiny, and I'll go over the internal modifications first, and then I'll cover the external modifications. So internally, I used a hot glue spacer, which is actually a trick I saw from JodoCast. I just put hot glue around the plunger rod, and that acts as kind of something that compresses the spring more. So now when I pull the hammer back, I'm getting full compression on my spring. Other than that, I also added a cut-down retaliator spring just to give a little more power, and I'm consistently punching about 95 to 100 feet per second. That basically covers all of the internal modifications, so now I'll get on to the externals. This is a video game replica, so I did some external modifications to make it look more like the gun from the video game. First off, I made polycarbonate plates, which I actually custom cut, and it was a pain in the butt because I had to use a Dremel. So all of these pieces, like these thorns on the top, this, and this large portion on the bottom, were handcrafted. So that gives it the appearance of the gun from the video game, and it makes it look really cool. After I cut out the plates, I super glued them to the actual Hammershot. Originally there's a little piece right here, and as you can see, I've glued the plates to it, and the same up here and over here. I also have hex spacers so that if you hit the gun like that, the polycarbonate doesn't flex whatsoever because those are keeping it spaced. And I also painted this green because in Destiny it has like a green little circle. In addition, I cut down the trigger to make it look cool. Originally the Hammershot trigger is covering here, this portion, but I just cut it down with my Dremel so it looks more like the trigger of an actual gun. I also painted the hammer and the trigger, and I wouldn't paint them normally, but it does look much better. The hammer will scrape eventually because with every shot you're pulling it down and there's going to be a lot of friction. Another modification, I also added a red LED. I was going to do a green LED, but I actually didn't have any. And the switch is located right here. It's a very nice location because it covers a hole from where I cut. I also added homemade dart holders, and what that does is basically you can put darts in there like this. So if you were to run out of darts, you could use your dart holders and insert darts. So now on to the paint job. The base coat was a Rust-Oleum black spray paint, and after that I used silver dry brushing to emulate the look of Thorn from the video game. I also detailed the barrels. As you can see, there's a lot of detail in it, and I tried to be really neat, so it took me about 15 minutes to detail this little barrel. That covers all of the modifications and paints, so let's go to the firing demo. As you can see, this Hammershot is shooting really well, and I'm really happy with it. Overall, I think it looks really cool too. It was a very fun thing to do, and this was kind of inspired by Lord Draconical's Destiny Thorn, because I saw it and I said, oh, that looks really cool, so I want to try it, and that's what Nerf is about. It's about having fun, so I don't really care if I copy people, and I'm sure that Drac would be really happy that he inspired someone to make a really fun and really cool video game replica. But that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.